Borough President's service to the rest of the city. He has to leave now, I just got the word. So what he's going to do, Tom, is he's going to present you with the proclamation. We will continue with the rest of the program and present you with your award.
I'm going to do it here. I'm going to follow your direction.
Wait.
I'm an ex-cop. I got to follow
We put you right next to him, so you can be right there.
And the proclamation reads, whereas it is a time-honored Brooklyn tradition to recognize those individuals and organizations that demonstrate an outstanding commitment to promoting excellence and providing outstanding services and support to local residents and those in need, it is therefore fitting that we join in acknowledgement of their special events and occasions. And whereas we join together with the Andrew W. Cooper Young Journalist in Training Program and honoring Thomas J. Volpe for his dedication and support of the Andrew W. Cooper Young Journalist in Training Program. We recognize the creation of the program in respect to the legacy of Andrew W. Cooper, legendary leader in the civil rights movement and founder and publisher of the City Sun newspaper. And whereas on behalf of all Brooklynites, I salute Thomas J. Volpe, a prominent businessman whose philanthropic giving and generosity supports higher education. I commend him, but not only what he has done, but also his time served valiantly in the United States Air Force and his continued time commitment as a trustee, director, and board member of several corporations and nonprofits. And I thank everyone present for all that we continue to do to make us move forward as one Brooklyn. Now, therefore, I, Eric L. Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, Thomas J. Volpe. You're going to beautify the picture. Please come and do it.
Get the real power.
There you go.
Yes, you're going to speak twice, so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
President. This is quite an honor. In part, I do believe I do have an important role with the Young Journalists in Training. I started delivering the Brooklyn Eagle when I was 12 years old for 4 years in Park Slope. And so that led me into that, and then from there to Tech High School, Brooklyn College, my association for over 40 some odd years now with ST.FRANCIS College, Irving Glass, another important nonprofit partner who came and helped share the gala that we had last month. So it's quite a wonderful feeling to be cited in this manner by you, and I thank you all for coming and sharing this with me. It's such a deserved effort on everybody's part, particularly Annie, for what she has done for the students at ST.FRANCIS College, I think is outstanding. I know that Tim and Virginia and President Dugan all acknowledge what she has done and the unique program that she has created that we're benefiting from. Thank you.
So we are going to, you're not going to allow the borough president to do it, right? Okay, thank you, Eric. Love you. I will pick up where I left off. I'm going to introduce you to 2 more of our students. The next person I'm going to introduce you to is Shonda Renard. Shonda is a graduate of ST.FRANCIS College. She graduated last year. She's been with me for 3 years. She now works for me, works with the journalism program, and she will give her testimony.
Yes, okay. So I started to write this as a speech, but I realized I could express myself more clearly if I wrote it in the form of a letter to Professor Andrews. So now I'm going to read you the letter. Dear Professor Andrews, the moment I spoke to you on the phone that summer of 2012, I knew you would have a great impact on my life. I entered your class that fall, and though we only met once a week for 2 hours, in those 2 hours I gained so much. You not only mentored and provided us with the various tools and skills needed to build a career in journalism and achieve our goals, but you gave us lessons in life. It was that experience, including my internship at the Home Reporter News, Brooklyn's #1 newspaper, where I now have 10 published articles that allowed me to return last summer to take your 5-day intensive internship boot camp. But something occurred last summer that didn't that fall of 2012. I had an epiphany and total transformation. I realized that I wasn't confident, and you helped me become more confident. I realized the importance of being excellent and that everything you taught us wasn't for you, but for us. Prior to taking the boot camp, I wasn't sure of the career I wanted to pursue, but on the first day of my second internship with Ralph McDaniel, also known as Uncle Ralph of Video Music Box, which has been running for 30 years on WNYC, I was given the opportunity to be an on-camera reporter and host the show. These are the experiences that changed my life and contributed to my decision post-graduation this May to volunteer as an intern for the same program that impacted my life so much, the Young Journalist in Training Program. That's how much I believe not only in the program, but in you, Professor Andrews. It amazes me that in the 43 years that you taught, not only one day were you absent or late. You're the only professor I know that works 7 days a week, and the only professor I know that broke their toe and came to work 2 hours later. This occurred 1 week before you experienced a deadly fire, yet you still showed up to work the next day so you could attend the Volpe lecture series. Now, if that's not considered dedication, I don't know what is. Your resilience, strength, diligence, and determination is admirable. And your service and genuine love for all young people is truly an inspiration. I am honored, thankful, and blessed to be taking this journey with you. And I look forward to what God has planned for us next. You did say I'm stuck with you for the rest of my life. I love you, Professor. Sincerely, your assistant, adopted daughter, and friend, Shonda.
I'm going to introduce you to a young man who, at the age of 10, came to me and asked me to be his mentor. And I will tell you, I'm not an ageist, like a sexist or racist. I do not have an age zone or limit. And I'll say that he will, in his own words, let you know a little bit about him. And we're going to start by showing a video, and then we're going to hear him speak. Is the volume up?
Dear Governor Cuomo,
I guess so.
my name is Jesse Edward Hamilton IV. I'm 11 years old, and my father is an elected official in Brooklyn, New York. The biggest event that I attended this year was the State of the State in Albany. When I walked into the convention center, I noticed hundreds of people protesting something that I never heard about before, fracking. Last year, when I met a friend of my parents, who is a college professor who teaches broadcast journalism, I started to realize that I really wanted to be a news broadcaster. She let me be the youngest person ever to take her college course. Each student in my class has to create a personal mission statement. My mission is to study fracking and how it will impact my generation. My final assignment is to conduct an on-camera interview with a person of my choice. Governor Cuomo, I choose you. Will you allow me to interview you to complete my assignment and graduate from this college course? The most important thing that I want you to know is that this letter is 100% my idea. I wrote it totally on my own. If you accept my invitation, the best way to contact me is through my mother on her cell phone. I really hope that you will help me with my final class assignment. Sincerely, Jesse Edward Hamilton IV.
Get Cuomo on the phone.
I now introduce you to the next person I'm going to vote for president, Jesse Edward Hamilton IV. And his mom and her cell phone.
Still waiting for the call.
Good evening. Working with Andrew as my professor and mentor has been the best thing that's happened to me, and I'm looking for the exciting journey to come.
Wow. And he's a great speech giver.
That's what we want, a man of few words.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Before I introduce the man of the hour, I want to tell you a little bit about him. I first met Tom in 2005. I was introduced to him by Orville Dale, who was currently and was on the Board of Trustees. And if you know Tom, you know he has a list in his pocket, VIP list. When I first met him, he pulled out the list and the rest is history. Tom is a man of few words. He is a man who exits rapidly. When it's time for Tom to go, he's out. Right, Anita? He is one of the best friends that a person can have. Knowing him for 10 years, having his friendship, having his support has meant the world to me personally. YJIT is celebrating its 11th year at ST.FRANCIS College. Tom's support is one of the central reasons that we are still here and starting our 11th year of operation. I want to give you an image. I want you to envision Yankee Stadium, filled. I want you to envision Yankee Stadium the day of Derek Jeter's last game. Every seat in the house is filled. That is what it would look like if you could see the faces of all the people that Tom Volpe has directly impacted with his kindness, generosity, and his extraordinary leadership. Tom, I met a lot of people in my life, a lot of very important people. I met Eleanor Roosevelt. I met Fannie Lou Hamer. I met Robert Kennedy. By far, you are one of the most important people I've ever met. Not because of what you have achieved, but because of who you are. You don't try to be a leader, you are a leader. This award was created in your honor because you exemplify exactly what my father was all about. You never give up, you never give in, you lead from the front. Thank you, Tom. For all you do. We are going to present you with your award. Andrew W. Cooper Young Journalism Training Program is dedicated to the founder of the City Sun News, the founder and publisher of the City Sun newspaper, pays tribute to Thomas J. Volpe with the Thomas J. Volpe Distinguished Leadership and Service Award, created in his honor, presented by Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, November 18, 2014. So, if you have a final word for us?
No, I guess the only thing is that we are rich with the people we come to know. We are rich with how we get to know them, how we can bring them together, and how we can have them work with and meet with other people. That's the thing that has given me a great deal of joy of uniting people together and then walking away, as Andrea said. That's the thing to do. Walk away and then let the flowers bloom on their own. Thank you.
I just wanna say that, Tom, you know, there's something that I teach all of my students. I'm a kind of a Dr. Seussy type of teacher. I do rhymes. But the one thing that I make sure that every student understands, something very simple. Under promise, over deliver. That's what you do. Please come, eat, drink. Thank you for being here.